Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying.
Guys, it's Rachel and we're back again. Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, I'm Remy. Really excited to be back and talking to you guys all about rugby. A very exciting week to kind of recap, and yeah, I'm excited to get into it.
Someone has low energy. Anyway.
Wow, that is crazy.
How are
Hey
you
guys.
tonight?
Oh,
Sorry.
good. Oof, I'm the last one.
Sorry.
Oof. I'm not important as you know, Tinaishe. So, Tinaishe, how are you doing today?
I'm really good. Happy to be back. I'm ready to talk about everything that's happened over the weekend.
Great, man. Great. Well, I'm Bradley, even though Rachel doesn't want you guys to know who I am. It's painful, but then it's true. Yeah, and I'll leave it to Rachel. What are we doing today, Rachel?
We have to talk about the Georges versus St. John's game. Like, we have to. How did you feel about that, Tinaishe?
I was actually really scared before I played my game. I was scared that we were gonna get whooped by Johns because last year we lost at home and stuff like that. But I was really surprised. I play Bs right for St. George's under 14s. I was really surprised that we beat Johns 31-0. I was honestly surprised. And then our A's went on to do a double on them and beat them 25-17. And then our first team just completely walloped John's first team 45-29.
Yes.
I was actually really surprised because last year we lost by 1 point. The game was tight. This year, I don't know what happened. I think Johns didn't want to play the game.
Oh, see, that's where I disagree with you. When you
Wait, but before you go in,
yeah.
can I just say, I did tell you guys that it was a very shocking game. Like, people were very 50-50. Bradley, maybe Georges is not as good as you think they are.
Actually, hey, that's why I'm here to to cut you guys off, because I disagree. I'm not surprised at all, because like you said, we lost by just 1 point last year. We lost by one, meaning that we had it in the game. It was just, maybe the weather was just off, something just us off a bit. So I was not surprised that this time we came back angry. We were pissed that we lost last time. And we just wanted to show St. John's that, hey, you brought your A game last time. We're a little bit disappointed if you didn't bring your A game this time. We were ready to show you that we want to get into the game, we want to fight. And that's what we did. And we were not shown the other games. So I'm really excited that you told us that all of the teams won. Like, that's amazing. How did you feel, like, playing the game?
You know what? I was actually really scared. I was scared. There was this really, really tall guy from St. John's, and I was kind of scared of him. But when coach finally, like at halftime, when my coach said, guys, you know what? Don't be scared of these guys. They're small. That tall guy, he's easy to tackle. Come on, let's go into the game. Let's win this. And we went in and we played our hearts out. We definitely did our best to win that game really well.
Do you feel like your coach really pushed you guys to get out of your comfort zone?
He definitely pushed us. He made sure that even if we're feeling scared, we become braver than we are scared of the Johns guys.
Yeah, do you feel like there were some standout moments or standout players, not only on the U14 team, but also on the first team?
Yes, on the U14 team, there were a couple of guys like our center, our fullback. Yeah, those two were really amazing. They were stepping. The Johns guys, there was also their fullback, their hooker. The hooker was really strong. It was hard for me to get past him myself. And then for the first team, I think it was the number 11 for me. Number 11 and the Sitole, the center for St. George's. Those two players did really, really well. And also the kicker for St. George's show. He did really well on his kicking. And then John's their fullback was good. Yeah, their hooker maybe did something really good. He made a lot of his tackles, but it wasn't really that hard in the second half for the first team to go in there and start fighting. Because in the first half we were actually down by 2-3 points, I remember. When the boys went in for the second half, they fought on that field. What we saw on that field was practically war.
Oh wow. That is big.
Oh.
Would you say as a team you guys bonded and you grew from this even more? Like you were all scared together and you pushed through and you won. Like that's a big win.
Definitely. Like others were scared. Like the captain for my team, he was like, guys, you know what? I know you're scared. I'm also scared. But the fact that our parents are here to watch us play this game and our first team are here to watch us play this game. We
Yes.
have to win this. We have to come together. We have to make our tackles, keep them out of our half, and let's win this.
Who's your captain? What's his name? Who's your captain?
The name is Grande. He's our 8th man.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
That's
So,
a real speech right there. We gotta code that one. That's a real speech. That's an amazing.
So who
How
are
do
you?
No,
playing?
even in the times when you're really scared of something, if you have the right person to lead you,
Uh-huh.
you'll pull through.
It's amazing. That's gold right there. Who's your coach? Is it Coach Ricky for also your team, or is it
Oh no.
uh
Our coach is Coach Boxer.
Coach Box?
He's a really good coach. He trains us mainly on fitness. So even when some of the Johns guys would try and make a break for our try box, our fullback would be on him. The flanks would be on him. The 8th man would be on him. They couldn't, as soon as they got past the 10-meter line, shut down immediately.
You see, there was one thing that I was talking about with these guys, that the penalties though, like in the first team, they were kind of losing it, getting so many penalties and giving the ball away.
Yeah, especially I remember a time when our captain Chikiji and two of the players from Johns got into a little bit of an argument because they were holding him up, and then the ref had blown his whistle, her whistle actually, and he started shoving the guys, and one of them punched him. But the coach said, you know what, calm down. He went, he talked to the coach. The coach told him to calm down. He calmed down, he went on into the game, talked to his players, said, guys, you know what, let's fight, let's win this game.
Amazing. Remy, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, with a win like this, especially with how you've been talking about that, for you guys and for the first team, how do you sort of bring that energy? Because you had such a great week, and you had a great week 1 as well, but how do you bring that energy into the following weeks, into the rest of the season? How do you carry that momentum,
I think we have to keep preparing for our next games. Like the past 2 weeks, all we've been focusing on is the Johns game. The coaches weren't preparing us for anything else but the Johns game. It was all hard work, keeping the aggression up for that game specifically. So if someone was lacking and you realize that, wait, my teammate is lacking, you'd immediately say, come on, keep up the work, let's push, because when you're in the game, they're not going to be easy on you, they're going to fight. So as we go on, I think we have to keep that mentality keep it for every game, keep building our strength,
Yeah, totally. How do you feel about that matchup against Lomagundi? Do you guys feel unstoppable after the St. John's win? What do you think?
Yeah, we definitely feel unstoppable. I talked to some of the first team players after the game, and there was one of them, I asked him a question, and I asked him, you know what, when you realized that you had won the game, did you try to hold back your emotions and think about the next match, or did you keep on celebrating with the rest of the team? And the captain said, you know what, holding back my emotions is really hard. It's really, really hard. After such a win, we haven't won against Johns in the past 6 years, and to win it today, it's
Getting a bit
It's really
teary talking about it now.
the emotions that came to him. He said he couldn't hold them back. So I feel we can't be held back. We're really excited. The celebrations are still going on. They're still going on. Here with me and my sister, we're still singing the war cries that we sang yesterday around 4 p.m. and it's just joy for all St. George's students. So going into the next game, I think we do feel unstoppable. We really do. But I think the coaches are gonna calm us down. Because after seeing Peterhouse beat Gandhi, that wasn't really surprising. But one of my coaches, I actually went for rugby practice today. One of my coaches said Peterhouse actually used their second team to play against Gandhi.
Really?
Last time during Derby Day, during Derby Day. So now that Peterhouse, they were now in a proper match, they're now in the season's match. Of course, they're gonna use their first team.
Right,
and they did beat Gandhi very well.
Yeah, big win.
I was going to say that when you're talking about the captains, I really like Ipile's game. I really like his confidence, his calmness. And he's the captain of the first team, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
The way he, like you said, the way he just drove you guys and said, I couldn't hold back my emotions. I understand him. That was a big win. We've been wanting that win every single year, and losing it last year hurt, and winning, getting it.
It really did. It really did.
Yeah.
Especially by the margin of 1 point. Eesh.
Yeah, that was painful. Like I even said, Peterhouse versus the game was I was saying, Andy did not bring their A game for this game for some reason. They have to step up a bit more. They have to stop underestimating their opponents. And Peterhouse, all these other teams, they're bringing it in. They're trying to push ahead. But yeah, you guys are quiet. You guys are just exciting it out.
I'm really excited. I mean, you kind of mentioned Peterhouse. It made me think, seeing how big a win Peterhouse had over Loma Gundy, do you feel pressure sort of to deliver a similar performance? I know that you're on the U14 team, but I'm assuming it was similar there too. How do you feel like the narrative is building between St. George's and Peterhouse as the season goes along?
I really think that our coaches are going to be like, okay guys, Peterhouse is proving to be a strong team. They beat Gandhi, even though Gandhi beat them during Derby. So we have to work hard and make sure that we beat Peterhouse. But honestly, from my perspective, I'm not really scared of Peterhouse.
Good.
My man. That's good.
But for Gandhi, I think for Gandhi, going up against Gandhi, I don't think it's really going to be a tough game. We saw Gandhi play during the Nutriactive tournament. They're not really a team that's going to threaten us. So going into that game, we're just going to go in there, win, we go home.
Oh my gosh.
Easy work.
If you don't win next week,
No,
you're gonna be in your word.
guys, don't listen to these guys. We are winning.
If Gandhi can't beat Johns and every age group beat Johns, then how are we gonna lose to Gandhi?
How are we gonna
the
lose?
thing
Why
is-
is that? You don't.
That's how you lose.
That's
You
it.
get
How are we gonna
no. That's
No,
how
it's
you
not
end
like
up losing.
like we're gonna sit back and relax after such a big win.
Right.
No, we're gonna push forward because
Exactly.
we know we have other schools to play. Peterhouse, we have PE, all those schools. Those guys are gonna be tough to play. But Gandhi isn't really gonna.
Listen, you're
come
fueling
up
Gandhi
problem.
right now. They're gonna hear this, they're gonna practice 10 times harder, and they're gonna be that person.
And that's
And
good.
you're never
That's
gonna
good.
see coming.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay,
good.
it's good for them. But
Yeah.
listen, they're going to be practicing 10 times harder to get to our level. Whilst we're practicing 5 times harder to get further than we already are. So they're
Mhm.
not gonna
Yeah.
have a chance.
My man,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Ask you something, Tinaishe. There's been a team on the rise recently. Rachel's a big fan of CBC. I was wondering if you're scared of CBC, if CBC is in your nightmares.
Don't be shady, Remy. We both know he's not scared of it, but you could have asked it nicer. Okay, look what
We're
I
not
say.
really, I can't say that we're afraid of CBC, but they're coming up. But we're
See?
gonna keep on
They're coming
pushing.
up.
Guarantee that we're gonna win that game. And you saw how last time when I was here, saw how CBC's first team couldn't even beat our thirds. So when we play them as U14s when we play them, it's just gonna be the same thing. Because we've already played them during Nutriactive. And when we played them, it was like they were afraid of us. They were really afraid of us. Some of them were trying to, instead of tackling, like putting in your shoulder and putting in a good tackle. They were trying to push us, I don't know what they were doing during that game.
Listen,
So I'm not
they're
gonna be
still
afraid of
learning. Still, yes, I know they hate when I say this. They're still babies in the game. The fact that they've got this far facing Falcon and Peter House, all these teams, and they're still doing good. So the fact that you guys know who they are, I think they're doing amazing. I
You
think.
know who they are because they're losing.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on, because Georges was losing for 6 years. We still knew who you guys were.
Oh,
Listen,
okay.
listen, hold on. We've been losing for 6 years. Our first team. But in those seasons, did you ever hear of our first team losing to Peter House, losing to Falcon, losing to Prince Edward? No, you
Nope.
didn't.
Guys,
Even like for the under 14s, the U14s, we've only lost 3 games in the last 6 years.
You lit a fire.
I feel like
So-
the under 14s are doing amazing. Like, you guys need
we
to
have
get
a really
talked
good
about.
coach. We have a really good Mr. Chiwandire, Coach Boxer. Those 2 coaches push us further than our limits. They push us out of our comfort zone.
Shout out to the coaches.
Yeah.
Any shout outs you want to do this week? Because last week you did shout out your friends. Any players that you think really highlighted this game?
I'd like to give a shout out to the really tall player from St. John's, Samuel Magama. He's a good friend of mine. He is a really good player. I enjoyed watching him play, but not only because they lost, but like just watching how he played, how he did his best in the game, how he dedicated that game to his school. He has really good morals. He's a really good guy. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to our fullback for U14Bs, Dawson Tasa. He's a really good fullback. He's been playing rugby for a long time. I've known him for a long time. We've been friends since grade 3. So I really enjoyed having him beside me in the field. Cheering me on, me cheering him on. Even when we did our huddle up and we would call 1, 2, 3 Saints, it was just like teammate beside teammate, friend beside friend. It was really exciting to have him alongside me. And lastly, to the first team captain, Village Gichi. He is an amazing player, an amazing captain, and an amazing prefect. He is, I think, the most disciplined, the most confident, and the strongest player that we have on our team. Apart from Sitole, though. I can't forget Sitole. Sitole is a beast on the field, man.
I will say it shows a lot about your character that you not only shouted out someone from a different team, but also you didn't even include yourself in that. Like, firstly, I will give you the props. You are an amazing player. Like, you put in as much work for you guys to get that win as well as everybody else on the team. So you are also
Thank
part
you.
of that shout out. Yes.
Thank you.
Any final words, guys?
Just one thing, Tinaishe, I'm with you. We're not afraid of Gandhi. Gandhi, bring your A game. Try it. We're waiting, but you gotta impress. Gotta bring it back. If you can, hey, it's good. If you can't, it's okay. You're going against the best, so it's okay. You'll do it. So yeah, that's fine.
Also, just something about Gandhi. My coach was actually telling me that the only way Gandhi tries to win a game is by picking out pockets through the defense. But I've watched how our first team plays, and they always make sure if they close the pockets, if my teammate gets dummied, I have to go and cover his spot, support him, make sure that as soon as he comes back, he's gonna help through the ruck. I roll away, I go cover the pocket that he left. Yeah, so the team works well together. And I'll be very happy if we win the game against, well, not if we win, but when we win against Gandhi.
Yes, that's the energy you need to come with.
Fighting words. Maybe last words.
No.
No.
No. No.
I believe in you guys. Tinaishe, thank you for your time, man. You're always bringing the energy, giving us the breakdowns we need to hear, adding a new level to these podcasts. I really appreciate the analysis, and yeah, I think it's such great insight to add.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have for today. I did want to actually ask one other thing. Are there any other games you're looking forward to next week that are standing out that are not a St. George game? Something to keep your eye on, or is it kind of just we're locked in on Loma Gundy?
I'm currently locked in on Gandhi.
That's
It's
how
not
you got
really
me.
like there's a chance that we might lose, but we have to be locked in. We have to be prepared for that game. You know, Gandhi might just pull something out of the bag. Like, we might not be prepared. So we have to make sure we're prepared for everything that they throw at us. Yeah.
Oh,
Not to be
And
a
also
Georgia
this
hater.
this John's game was really interesting for us. It you know, like one of my coaches say, iron sharpens iron. So two big dogs going against each other. Johns have sharpened us. So when we go into the rest of our season, we're clearly going unbeaten.
Wait, what
I
are you
like
about to
that.
say?
I believe.
I was gonna say I'm not a Georges hater, but
Uh-huh.
I low-key want Gundy to win. Like, I really want them to win. Like, I just feel like whenever a team gets too confident, that's where mistakes happen. You know,
We're not
like
too confident. It's
I
the
think
fact.
Well, yeah, we're not confident. We just have the knowledge that we're gonna win the game.
that's confidence.
But
I
I
think
would
like
say they
no,
are.
I think like if you walk on the field already thinking your opponent is not good, you're gonna think it's all right, it's all right.
And
But
then
hey,
you
you
lose.
know what? I feel like you have great coaches that I'm gonna be eating my words next week. Who knows? Who knows?
We're going to
Gonna have to
see.
wait and see. Gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, we have to wait and see.
You
Yeah,
do.
you
Thank
never
you
know.
for your time.
Yeah.
And
You're welcome.
hopefully you'll be back next week and you can just tell us everything that's been going on. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. See you next week.
All right.
So
Yeah, thank